Experiment 9. Introduce the eatable parts of vegetables. Vegetables we prepared are edible amaranth, bok choy, broccoli, onion, radish, Chinese cabbage, cucumber, green bean, soybeans, and red beans. Before doing the experiment, the teacher may ask students to predict the condition required for the vegetables to grow and their structures such as roots, stems, and leaves. Then, draw them. The vegetables we see now is called edible amaranth. Think about it, which part of it do we usually eat? We usually eat the leaves and its upper part. The lower roots we will cut off and not eat them. We usually stir-fry it to make dishes. This one is called a radish. Which part of the radish do we usually eat? This white part is its root. The upper small piece is its stem. Its leaves are at the top. What we usually eat is the white part, which is its roots. A common dish made with radish would be radish soup. This one is called a Chinese cabbage. What we eat is its leaves. A common dish is braised Chinese cabbage made with whole leaves, or cut it into small pieces, then stir-fry them. Stem and root, we have already cut them off. Like this, we have cut them off actually. We never see them in the market. Mostly what you see is its leaves on the top. This one is called bok choy. The part of bok choy we usually eat is this leafy part, the leaves, the root and stem below. We would usually cut them off and not eat them. Most of the time, we will also cut them into little segments and stir-fry them. This vegetable is called broccoli. The part we usually eat is the flower at the top. These lumps are its flowers. The stem below is usually tougher and fewer people eat them. The root has already been cut off, so what we eat here is the upper flower part. We would usually boil or stir-fry. This is a soybean. We can see that it is its seed. Usually we would grind it to make soy milk to drink, or prepare it in other ways. This is a red bean. Red beans, we would usually find it cooked into red bean soups. It is also a seed, so we're also eating its seed. This is an onion. We can see that here is a very short string of roots. What we eat is mostly this middle part, its stem. So what we eat is the middle part. Usually we would stir-fry onion with eggs. This is a cucumber. The cucumber is actually its fruit. What we eat is mainly its fruit. Let us look at the seed inside. We can see that this is its seed. This is a green bean. For green beans, we usually cook the whole thing. Cut it into pieces and stir-fry. This whole thing is its pod. It can be seen as a fructus. The seed inside the fruit. We usually will not take it out to cook by itself. We would cut the whole thing into pieces and stir-fry. Based on our observation from just now, we can divide the eatable parts of vegetables into 5 categories. There are rhizomes, leafy greens, fruits, flowers, and seed. Now, let us review a little. Let us take a look at the leafy green we talked about earlier. These are eatable amaranth, bok choy, Chinese cabbage. Other than these 3, some of the commonly found ones are bok choy, sweet potato leaves. These are all leafy greens. Here we can see that they're rhizomes. They're radish and onion. Other than radish and onion, we can also often find sweet potatoes, yams, and potatoes. Their eatable parts are also their roots and stems. These 2 are fruits. This is a cucumber. This is green beans. Other than these 2, there are also laffa, eggplants, tomatoes, and green pepper. All of them are fruits. This is broccoli. It is a flower. In addition to broccoli, cauliflower, orange daylily, garlic chive flowers are also flowers. These are soybeans and red beans. They're seeds. In addition to these 2 beans, commonly found seeds also include peanuts, edamame, corn, rice, and mung beans. To familiarize students with eatable parts of vegetables, we can make use of a board game. To familiarize students, when we make the cards of the board game, divide them into 5 categories: fruits, rhizomes, seed, leafy greens, and flowers. Print out all the vegetables from the textbook and the vegetables that students would often see, including the vegetable's name and its eatable part. Print them all out. It will help students to match them more clearly and easily. Next, let us go over the rules of the game. First, we will stack up all the cards together. Then shuffle them. Distribute the cards to all the players. Let us assume there are 3 players now. We will divide the cards into 3 portions until all the cards are gone. Then let us take a look. What cards does the first player have? There are bok choy, corn, soybeans, cauliflowers, peanuts, yam, chili, asparagus, fruits, carrots, and laffa. In this set of cards, we can see that there is a fruit card. In this set of cards, this card can be used in all turns, the fruit card. All the other cards can only be used following their corresponding eatable parts. For example, yam can only be placed under rhizomes, bok choy can be placed under leafy greens, so on. Let us look at the second set. In the second set, there are leafy greens and etc. We can see that in this set, there are 2 cards that can be used at any time. There are leafy greens and flowers. It has no correspondence restriction. They can be used right away. For the likes of red beans, mung beans, they can only be placed with seeds. Let us look at the third set of cards. This set also has 2 cards that can be used without any restriction. They're seeds and rhizomes. There are no restrictions for these 2 cards. They do not have to be paired with any other cards. But for others with pictures, cucumber, potatoes, leaves have to be paired with the right place before they can be used. Among these cards, the first card we will play is Rhizomes. So, the third player from just now, he will play the Rhizome card first. Then, by taking turns, after Rhizomes has been played, the next student, based on the cards he has, he can have different choices, because we saw that he had the fruit card. He can also play like this, fruit. Or he can find a Rhizome card from his cards. Like carrots, this will also be right. Then, it'll be the next student's turn. The next student also has different choices. He can choose to play cards based on the eatable parts of different rhizomes. Or he can also play the flower card. Then, the next student. The next student also has his different choices. He has seeds that he can play. Let us assume that he chooses to play Orange Daylily. He plays a flower card that will also be fine. Then, let us look at the next student. The card he can choose from include rhizomes. There are also flowers that he can play. Or, if he has other fruit cards, he can play that too. If he chooses bok choy by mistake and put it under flowers, that will be a mistake. Bok choy is not a flower. It is the leafy greens. Because he played this card wrong, that means he will have to take it back. He will get a first warning. When there's a mistake, there will be a warning. Then, it'll be the next student's turn. The next student has red beans, bok choy, broccoli. He sees broccoli and places it under flowers. That will be correct, so it will be the next student's turn. He can play seeds. After the seeds card has been played, let us go to the next player. He can play seeds related cards. Peanut. Then we can keep going and match the cards. Continue until someone gets 3 warnings. If the students made 3 mistakes, received 3 warnings, that means the students will be a loser. All of his remaining cards can be distributed to other remaining students. Let them finish the game. The game ends when all the cards have been played. At this time, students will be able to see what vegetables fall under leafy greens, what vegetables fall under fruits, what vegetables fall under flowers, what vegetables fall under rhizomes, what vegetables fall under seeds. It'll be easier for students to remember this one.